Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back for another video. Welcome back to the weekly updates that I do on this channel. In these weekly updates, I basically give you guys an update on my Canadian-based stock portfolio. I show you guys how our stocks are doing. I show you guys what stocks I'm buying, and I give you guys an update on things like the dividends and all those cool things. Now, some changes are going to be happening over the next little while for these weekly updates, and I'll let you guys know some of the changes I'm going to be doing towards the end of the video. But for now, just be aware that we're going to be making a few adjustments, and we're going to be focusing on some different things. So before we kind of do all that stuff, I just want to say really quickly, if you guys do enjoy these videos and you guys are a fan of the channel, and you want to be notified of when I publish these videos on a regular basis, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to the channel. The first thing we're going to do really quickly is do an update on the portfolios themselves. So let's jump inside Wealthsimple Trade and let's see how portfolios have been doing for this week. Alright guys, what's up, how's it going? Welcome to the portfolio update section of the video. So the first thing we're going to do really quickly is do a quick little overview of all of our portfolios, and then I'll talk about the dividends, and then I'll talk about some changes that we're going to be making inside of our accounts here. So here's the accounts that I actually have inside my Wealthsimple Trade account. And like I mentioned, we are going to be making some changes, which I'll talk about as we go further in the video, but just a quick little update on our main portfolios here. So we have the TFSA, which is $107,000. It is Monday at the time of doing this video. Basically, the stock markets haven't really done much today, so there's not too much to talk about. But the return for the TFSA is down -1%, so we've seen a little bit of a dip. The 1 month return is about 0%, so not too much happening there. 3-month return is up 2%. 1 year return is up 11%, so quite a bit of growth over the past year from our TFSA. And then the all-time return is up 14%, which is about $13,000. And if we go over to the personal account, which is more focused on Canadian stocks, and like I did mention, I am going to be moving some accounts around, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But the non-registered account, which is my personal account, which is more Canadian focused, is up $918. Now I do have some money to invest in my accounts as well as my fiance's account. So if we do a quick little overview here, we can see the bulk of our portfolios here on passive. So we have my personal account here, we have my TFSA, and then we have my fiance's TFSA. So if we add them all up together, we have $135,000, and we have some cash here for some dividends. Now I think we do get some big dividend payments coming up tomorrow. I think we get a lot of our big ETFs as well over the next couple days, so I'm probably just going to wait till we get those dividends because it'll be like a couple $100. We'll put those dividends in and we'll be buying some more stocks, but I'm just going to wait till then since it'll just be a little bit easier to do so at the time. But that's a quick little update and a bird's eye view of all of our portfolios that we have. Before we go any further, do a quick little update on our dividends that we got so far. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, most of our dividends should be coming up over the next couple days, but we did get a dividend from TELUS in our TFSA as well as our personal account, $12 and $16 there. And then C&Q also gave us a dividend about $2.89. And we will check out the spreadsheet here, which shows our previous months and whatnot. Now again, like I mentioned, July is going to probably be a pretty big month because we have a lot of our stocks and big funds paying out the dividends. I haven't added them here yet because I'm just going to wait for the next couple days. But we can see in June we made about $300. May was another $300 month, and then April was $574. This was the last big quarterly payment month, so I imagine we're looking to hopefully hit about $600, which will be our biggest dividend month so far. And you know, it's just been growing since we've consistently been working at this. You know, it's month number 43, which is quite a long time. But again, guys, if you're consistent and you're working at this, it's going to grow over time. And you know, if we just scroll back, we can see how, you know, basically things started from the beginning and how we've been able to compound and grow those dividends over time. That's really the power of compound interest. And when you have a portfolio that's set up this way, you really do get the best of everything. And of course, before we kind of go towards the last little part of the video, I just want to do a quick little update on the total returns of our entire portfolios. So these are the individual stocks. Like I've already mentioned, you guys can see all my stocks, all my holdings on Blossom. If you guys want to do that, there's a link in the description of this video. But here's the different holdings that I have here. So once again, our entire portfolios are focused around, you know, the big ETFs, and this is going to be the focus for our main portfolios. But we do have some individual stocks as well. We have a nice little mixture here, and this is spread across all of our accounts here. So we can see all the individual funds. We can see things such as the all-time returns. So nothing too crazy on here out of the ordinary, other than VDY popping up a little bit. Same with the banks. Just kind of taking a peek here. I guess TELUS, you know, TELUS took a bit of a hit recently. Some of the Canadian stocks as well. Actually, a lot of the Canadian stocks are down. If you look at a lot of in terms of growth, a lot of our Canadian stocks are actually in the red right now. But of course, because a lot of them are dividend focused, they kind of creep up a little bit, right? We can see stocks such as TELUS. Well, TELUS, I guess, is sitting about 0% or so. But our stocks like Fortis, for example, is a good example. It's about negative it's about 0% or so with growth, but with the dividend, it's about 7.78. So again, those dividends definitely help out, especially during times like these. And we're taking those dividends and buying those shares at the discount price, and then it just keeps compounding, and that's basically the way it works. But our two other ones that are actually doing pretty well are Canadian Tire and CNQ as well. Those ones are doing good too, but we're not really buying them on a regular basis. And then we have XCI, which is our other ETF here, kind of dipping down here. But again, Canadian markets have dropped quite a bit. US markets obviously are doing a lot better. VFV is up 9% overall. So that's actually working quite good in our favor. But that's just a quick little update on the total returns for all of our holdings. So a few plans going forward for the investment portfolio and the weekly updates. I did a poll on Blossom as well as on the YouTube channel asking you guys if you guys would be interested in me building a Canadian dividend growth based portfolio completely from scratch. Kind of like what we did with the portfolio way back at the beginning. And the reason why I suggest this is because, number one, the Canadian stock videos that I kind of do are some of the most watched videos. You guys enjoy these videos and they do the best on the channel. I also noticed that since the portfolio we have set up right now is pretty much on passive, passively set up, like my TFSA is set to kind of do its thing. It's already maxed out. My fiance's TFSA is set up in ETFs. It's not really as interesting to do weekly updates of those types of portfolios. We can kind of set them, forget about them, and maybe I could do like a monthly update where we cover that stuff. But for now, we could kind of focus on something different on a weekly regular basis. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a dividend Canadian growth based stock portfolio where we buy individual stocks. It would be a small portfolio we start off with and we kind of start out from scratch. I've also noticed there's been a lot more new people on the channel and whatnot, as well as on Blossom. So I think it'd be kind of cool to kind of help some of the beginners out. And I also think it'd be cool to use the app to get feedback, to ask you guys and focus on different things, and we can learn how to build a dividend growth based portfolio together. So if that's something you guys might be interested in, definitely know in the comment section of this video. And of course, there's a lot of different ideas, such as, which brokerage would I use. I'm thinking about using Wealthsimple since it's just the easiest one to set up. I'm also thinking about using my RRSP. So I had an RRSP on there where I had like $100 in it. I bought some random stocks, so I'm going to sell those today. Actually, I already sold them. And then what I'm going to be doing is emptying out the RRSP, starting a new one, and then I'll build this portfolio in my RRSP. And maybe I'll put like, $50, $100 a week kind of thing. It'll just be small little amounts of money. And that way I can start to build a portfolio and I can put my Canadian dividend growth stocks in there. Now, I don't want to confuse people, and I want people to know that my main portfolios are still going to stay where they are, and our focus is still going to be on maximizing doing index ETF investing and those type of things. So this is just going to be a small side portfolio that I'm going to do for fun, and really going to be to build content and kind of get back into Canadian dividend stocks, which I'm always a big fan of. So just don't want to confuse you guys and let you guys know that I'm still sticking to the main things. We're still doing the same thing. Our portfolios are going to be 100%, exactly where they are. And if you guys ever want to see all the stocks I hold as well as all my portfolios, it'll be on Blossom. So if you guys want to sign up for Blossom, there is a link in the description of this video. You guys can see everything on there. So just remember that. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. So I'm going to end it here. I'm probably going to start the next series probably sometime next week. I got a little bit of prep and a little bit of work I got to do first. But maybe like next week we can kind of switch things. And then once again, I'll do my regular weekly updates more once a month kind of thing. Maybe twice a month. We'll kind of see how things go. But less frequently, like once or twice a month. And then the weekly updates will be the new Canadian-based dividend portfolio. So anyways guys, like I mentioned earlier, let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the video. And take care. And again, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out. Take care. Have yourself a good one. And I'll see you guys later.